Ruby Rose versus...
Alright, DJ. Alright, DJ. DJ. All these rose petals, you see the ruby moon in the background. You see that thing.
Versus Maka albarn.
And of course the Soul Eater moon. It's animated, and I believe that's... that's not DWMA. That's like it's a bridge of some sort. I forget what bridge this is, man. Atlanta. Thumbs aren't fingers. Well then, surely you won't mind this finger blocking the camera. Now you can't see anything. Now you can't see anything because if thumbs weren't fingers, you wouldn't be seeing this now, could you? Oh yeah, this episode's editing. We're definitely gonna break it down. Flip, where are you? I need a fucking break it down meme. Okay, let's...
Barn.
The battle of spunky teens with oversized gardening tools. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Ha! Falco got an ad! Falco got an ad out of nowhere. What a lad. It's what y'all get for not donating. If nobody's gonna donate, then I'm gonna turn up the ads. Okay? So y'all better start donating before you see another ad again. Just saying. I'm just saying.
I remember when Mama Boomstick read me bedtime fairy tales.
That was kind of loud. Okay, let me...
Stories of heroes and warnings about eating those little berries and quicksand. So much quicksand.
Yet in the world of Remnant, fairy tales are real. Here, huntresses do battle with monstrous Grimm, and there was nothing more exciting than that to Ruby Rose.
Daughter to the world-renowned huntress,
But Mr. Frost, I'm broke. Skill issue. Okay. All right. Okay, I'll go back because I just want to test the audio, and no one really said anything if it was like loud or not. Okay. Also turn down voice mod just a little. Okay. Let's excitedly edit every name and every faction on the screen. True. Okay. I'm definitely gonna try and break down the DJ's editing here because, you know. Oh, holy shit! Kinjorex! 20 memberships! Holy Oh! Whoa! Oh my goodness! Holy shit! Oh my god! Dude! 20 fucking memberships! The frame one! It's not gonna count for the donation goal, but thank you! Holy shit! You know what you guys are gonna do? Hang on. I gotta find it. Here it is. Okay. You know what you guys just earned yourself? You guys earned yourself an early access to the Mario Kart Double Dash course ranking video 2 days early, my god. Yeah! You guys get early access to videos. You guys get access to the draft of my script. You guys get... Okay, I think I'm being a little loud here. I think I just heard someone tell me to shut up. Or like, whatever that was. But anyways, yeah. Thank you, Kinjorex, for donating 20 memberships. You're so amazing. You're so amazing. Also, Matt Say did not get a membership, so skill issue. Okay. But anyways, Plasma Bolt 64, Hamburger Train, not Vagos, cause screw him. Isaac Glams, Tony the Horse, C Spadinner, 10-2 Knock, KJ Draws, Darius Alam, Lux Jacob, Luxray, Alvi Abtahi, Chris Megafan XD, Calm Game Jaden, Redsfire09, Matthew Wiley, and Cam the Man, and Aitor Ignacio. Chris needs mental help. El Bunker del Virgo. Lemonade and Ice Over. Welcome to the real bragging show. Welcome to the bragger show, everybody. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay. But yeah. Wait, goal? What do you mean goal? Oh, I didn't realize that was a thing here. What the heck? Okay, now I want to set up the goal now. Here we go. 20 super chats. Start goal. Okay, now the goal's live. We got C goal. All right, 20 super chats. We'll do Blade. Wait. Oh fuck. No. Not in 30 minutes. That's not reasonable. Okay. Well. Yeah, we'll remove the goal and restart it. I'll give y'all 3 hours. There we go. Okay. Okay. Holy shit. All right. All right. Here's the editing.
Remember when Mama Boomstick read me bedtime fairy tales? Stories of heroes and warnings about eating those little berries and quicksand. So much quicksand.
Yet in the world of Remnant, fairy tales are real. Here, huntresses do battle with monstrous Grimm, and there was nothing more exciting than that to RWBY Rose.
Daughter to the world-renowned huntress.
Nothing more exciting than that to RWBY Rose.
We just gonna announce every ad break? Yes, we are. If you guys make guys, remember, super chat goal right here. If we make the super chat goal, I'll turn off the ads. I promise you. Yeah, look at the backgrounds of the. Oh, of course, yeah. People really need to understand that so much of what you do for editing is like masking. That in like rotoscoping. Like, no matter what software you use, a lot of these edits you see are all masking. And that's what I'm noticing in a lot of DJ's edits. He's just natural with it. Okay, and yet we'll still be announcing stuff less than the episode. All right, here we go.
Daughter to the world-renowned huntress Summer, who disappeared. Little Red really wanted.
Okay, full name RWBY Rose, 17 years, Huntress Leader, Team RWBY. Trained by Crow Branwen, Yang, Oobleck, Professor Ozpin, Professor Ironwood. And likes books, cool weapons, her family, and Penny. She likes Penny! Oh, how sweet. Mani Bai, that's for you. Eats cookies and drinks milk. Apparently this is like a reference to like an animation error where she's like with the cookies. An official VTuber, I know what that's referencing. For sure.
Nothing more than to
I'll see you later, Kinjarex.
Be a huntress.
Her dedication paid off. Admitted into Beacon Academy 2 years ahead, a premier school for huntsmen and huntresses, RWBY clearly showed prodigious talent.
Not just that, she's got the weapon geek gene just like yours truly. RWBY doesn't leave home without her trusty Crescent Rose.
Okay, I love the timing with the sound design here, because actually what people don't seem to know is that sound design also makes up quite a bit of video editing. I don't know why my mind blinked out there. And he also's got a patented like moving text. Like look at how this moves. It's got the grid. So, and he's also rotoscoped. Like maybe not rotoscope, might be just masking, but we'll just say highlights. He highlights the crescent rose in red as the text shows up with the grid gradient. I think that's just a thing being stylish. It's pretty neat. They just delete cookies when she eats them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It may look
It's such a small edit, but you'd be surprised how much work goes into it. I'd estimate that's like a. Well, I mean, it's a case-by-case basis, I'd say.
like a high-tech scythe, and it is, but it's also a gun.
The Maxor editing. See, you got that masking. You see these little edges. Don't fault him for that. That's actually like pretty common. Like it's not something you really should give a shit about unless you really want to like hyperfixate on them or whatever you want to. But like, imagine giving a shit about that. Oh, and look at this. He blurs out. Like there's a blur key for there's a blur transition, not transition. It's like blur transition. I'm an idiot. I just said it's not transition. Keyframes. He keyframes the blur effect for each of these effects. Like, and I believe also slightly reduces the exaggeration. I don't know why he inverted the text like this here, aside from just being really cool. But honestly, this is like Maxor coded, and this feels like an edit Maxor would do.
RWBY made Crescent Rose herself. It's like a dance between Grim Reaper's Choice and a bolt-action sniper rifle.
A dance is fitting.
Was it that necessary for the "it's a gun" edit? Yes.
As huntsmen are locked in a never-ending waltz in their battle with the Grim.
Crescent Rose can switch between sniper and sight at the press of a button. RWBY's an old hand at flinging and moving it exactly how she wants, despite it being, like, bigger than she is.
And then he tracks... He's tracking the text, chat. Look at this. He's tracking the text. Jonathan didn't suffer when talking about Dragon Ball. So, yeah, I wouldn't suffer when talking about RWBY. Well, I didn't say to launch Pro Art Creator. What are we doing? I didn't click that button. What are we doing? Why is the chat just 90% Vagos and Matt Seye? Can we get a death battle between Matt Seye and Vagos, please? Just who's the biggest yapper in all of existence? Either way, the winner is... Yakamashi! Yes, the winner is Yakamashi. And like, okay, I'm pretty sure these are long shadows because... And he also put like a bit of an overlay just for this right here. Actually, I think that is just overlaid for RWBY specifically. Who knows? I mean, weapons also being firearms was an appeal to series back in the day or something unique to RWBY. I think so. I honestly don't know what my chat is talking about right now.
How does she do it with those noodle arms? The girl can't even throw a punch.
Smash Ultimate sound effect and also, uh-oh. RWBY's little uh-oh right here. And then the Roblox oof.
Punch!
Well, she might not need to, given the strength of her aura.
Are these fire effects custom made? Like these aura effects custom made? Who knows? Who knows?
All living beings in Remnant have an aura, except dark creatures like Grim, though not all of them can utilize it in combat without extensive training. See, aura forms a barrier that blocks fatal blows and even heals wounds.
It can make weapons stronger too. When RWBY slaps a cartridge of dust into Crescent Rose, her aura lights up.
Again, he's doing that highlighting thing with the dust cartridges, specifically in red and with a little digital glitch effect. Like right on it. As it moves with the text, oh, so smooth, so smooth. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's like masked on it, actually. Yang versus Tifa is 7 out of 10. Honestly, last time I watched it, I had the most ironic enjoyment of it ever. Holy shit, like, man. Useless edit. Matt Seye, be proud. You're not the first person being timed out of the chat this time. 10 minutes. Send Vagos to the dungeon. Send him to the dungeon. Send him to the Minecraft dungeon where he's supposed to battle the Enderman for 1,000 years. Oh no, Matt Seye, you got Dark Behemoth to deal with. He loathes Yang versus Tifa. Oh my gosh. Man, okay. Anyways, back to this.
Her aura lights up nature's wrath in man's hand.
Dramatic, but accurate. This...
How does it feel? I don't know, Matt. You tell him. You tell him. You got 10 seconds to tell him. Make sure you tell him.
Dust represents the base elements of the world. Fire, electricity, ice, wind, anti-gravity. Does that last one count?
Rule of cool, Wiz. She's got the eyes of...
And dust represents the base elements of the world. Fire, electricity, ice, wind.
Oh, they do have drop shadows. Only for the... Okay, so chat, what he's doing here, he has a shadow, but moved it, but only added it for the divider line right here, and moved it to the left so it creates the illusion that they're all 3D, but it's actually not. That's so brilliant.
And
Absolutely
anti-gravity.
Hello, Eric Hovland. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream.
Oh,
We got
yeah,
chat in the
baby.
stream. Yes, sir.
Does that last one count?
Okay, after what I'm pretty sure has someone like either a dog barking because I scared them or someone literally yelling "shut up." I'm actually trying to be super quiet, as quiet as I can right now.
Rule of cool, Wiz. She's got the eyes of a hawk, and when she shoots you with dust, a bullet wound's the last thing you'll be worried about. With enough of a boost, ice dust can freeze over whole mechs, and she can power up her kicks to crater military-grade steel.
A person's aura may be limited.
And
Oh
she
my
can
God.
power up her kicks to...
Okay, so Ruby's dust should be comparable to Weiss's, which was able to kill a Queen Lancer that had previously survived a 3.6 kiloton explosion. Okay. You're great in the knowledge of editing. Oh, thank you, Deca's Games. It's very kind of you. Yeah, I do editing. So, B versus Maka G1. I just want to show the Ruby versus Maka blog real quick, just to give them a little passive-aggressive shout-outs. Where, okay, here it is. Feats, Ruby Rose. They only gave her just under 2 megajoules by demolishing a stone statue by landing on it, and just under 18 tons of TNT. That's the best scaling she got directly. And in terms of other stuff, we got 231.5 tons of TNT, 7 tons, then 0.63 tons, 727.17 tons of TNT due to Penny only contributing to lifting 1/4 of it. Then Salem's Inner Circle, then Miscellaneous. Oh, they gave her Adam Tara scaling as well. I didn't realize that. But anyways, shouts to the... Anyways, point and laugh at the G1 blog for lowballing Ruby for scaling that she was totally going to get in the episode. Mongrels.
Crater military-grade steel.
I'm friends with most of them, so I have a right to bowl.
A person's aura may be limited, but Ruby can keep track of hers with this handy health bar on her not smartphone.
Ruby blasted through Huntress classes with flying colors. Almost right away, she was appointed the leader of her own group, with Weiss Schnee, Flake Belladonna, and Big Sis.
Again, he's doing the drop shadow thing again. Like, it's such an easy but godlike technique. Like, I'd probably use like actual 3D illusion, but like I think DJ uses Adobe, if I'm not mistaken. So like I don't know if he has like 3D objects like this. Maybe.
Yang Xiaolong. Oh, I get it. Team RWBY.
You know Weiss lost her death battle, right? Yeah, I know, but that doesn't... Yeah, but that's not what I'm making fun of.
But Ruby's hope for many years of learning with her friends would be dashed as evil machinations spread like wildfire. And with a flash of silver light, Beacon had fallen.
Ruby's friends? Dead. Her school? Totally wrecked. Her sister? Disarmed. All because of a lover's spat
Why is the disarm the only one that got a sound effect that way?
that went way too far.
Salem saw the world divided, and it was time to say goodbye to any happily ever after.
But Ruby wouldn't give up like that, so she set off to change the world.
Even as Crescent Rose began to feel heavier and heavier.
Matt Say, if you start talking more about Blake versus Mikasa, I'm gonna time you out of the chat for 24 hours.
Could she really save the world like her fairy tale heroes? All she did is what she's always done and never stopped moving forward.
Because Crescent Rose...
All she did is what she's
so
always
fucking
done
sick. Let's-
and never stopped moving.
Oh my gosh, he's using a lighting effect to as like he's masking the runnings. I'm having trouble putting this into words, so, oh my gosh. I'm just so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. I'm crying. It makes me cry over how beautiful this edit looks. Holy shit. Anyways, is that possible? Yeah, it is possible. I can't actually, like, time someone out for 24 hours. But I don't know if I'll need to do that, but we'll see. And I think he's also, like, adjusting the RGB effects of RWBY to put more emphasis on Weiss, her, and Yang. I don't know if this is one of the intros to RWBY. Who knows? RWBY's analysis, we'll get to.
Because Crescent Rose wasn't the only thing she needed. She had to improve her semblance too.
Right. While aura is essentially the manifestation of one's soul, the semblance is an expression of their personality.
Basically, it's a superpower farmed by aura, and Ruby's got super speed. Or
I like how the instrumental in the background, the music in the background is like, like similar to Red Like Roses, like the beginning acoustic section.
a teleport. What is she doing exactly?
Close. This is Petal Burst, a mixture of speed, teleportation, and intangibility. RWBY can rocket from one point to another in milliseconds.
By literally bursting into petals.
Sort of. According to Best Robo Girl Penny, RWBY's semblance...
Best Robo Girl. Like, again, there's someone that I'm acquaintances with, and it's like, oh yeah, farmed by aura. We gotta listen to that again.
Expression of their person is essentially the
she needed. She had to improve her semblance too.
Right. While aura is essentially the manifestation of one's soul, the semblance is an expression of their personality.
Basically, it's a superpower farmed by aura.
Oh, Boomstick, you just had to sneak that in. Ha ha ha.
I can't believe this.
Farmed by aura.
shoot me.
Aura farming. Oh my gosh. Boomstick. Oh, you.
And Ruby's got
Okay, but unironically, that is probably like the best version, the best genre of like how do you do fellow kids language, at least in terms of Boomstick, where he's like, where you have to actually think about what he's saying, because like if you're just kind of like passively listening to it, like in the background or something, it's not gonna be something that's immediately gonna stick out to you. So like that's fair. Vagos DM'd me. He said he must scream. Vagos right now. Vagos right now. Ruby Aura is greater than Lucario Aura because Pokemon. Honestly, I probably would say that. Shit, someone's knocking on my door. Be right back. Oh, misheard. Someone else is doing it. There's no one there. Oops. Fuck! Oh my gosh. Fell out. I only timed out Vagos for like 10 minutes, so... He should be back soon. He should be back soon.
super speed. Or a teleport. What is she doing exactly?
Tangibility.
Into petals.
Sort of. According to Best Robo Girl Penny,
Okay, here we go,
RWBY's semblance is extremely complex and variable. It involves breaking her body down.
Okay. DJ with the long ass edit. It's just this entire sequence is just it's just like a magic mask, like in DaVinci Resolve Studio at least. It's called Magic Mask. I don't know what Adobe's equivalent of it is. It's probably something else. Anyway, but yeah, he's just using like a magic mask over Penny. Like all around, as the background
to its molecular components before zooming off in complex paths.
Like that's so good. Absolute, such a based edit. God bless.
Negating the laws of mass entirely.
AKA Super Speed Plus, and Nora's best girl.
I find it funny how Penny knew Ruby's semblance better than Ruby herself. True. Oh, thunder thighs? Excuse me, thunder thighs? What? What do you mean by that? DJ, you added this. What do you mean by that? Other characters like Mercury have struck Ruby mid-petal burst before. This was before she fully understood the ability. She could later phase through attacks more regularly. Okay.
Ruby's pedal burst is so quick she can make flying missiles look completely still. Good luck tagging her with a bullet or a breadstick.
She's certainly quick enough to give Emerald and Mercury a hard time, and they've dodged actual lightning.
She's faster than Blake, who could keep...
Okay, editing-wise, it does that. He's doing that thing from Ant-Man vs. the Atom, but with the calcs instead of fucking black boxes, where it's like he's just showing
and Mercury a hard time,
graphics.
And they've dodged actual lightning.
Like you can only see the number for, let's see, like as it adds up, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 14 frames. 14 frames. That's not long enough. Not long enough, chat. Like way too short. And he did that also with the 11 tons RWBY feat. Like, dude. Yeah, so oh hey, Vagos is back. They tried to silence me for speaking the truth. What truth? The truth that you're a little bitch? I'm just, I'm fucking with you, Vagos. We love Vagos in this chat, even if he refuses to donate. Which, guys, we gotta hit the donation goal. We gotta hit the donation. How much longer do we have on the goal? Guys, we have over 2.5 hours. 20 super chats, or I'm not doing another live stream ever again.
She's faster than Blake, who could keep up with the most cringe faunus of all. Adam.
Cringe faunus, yeah, you don't say. Honestly, based boomstick for saying Adam Taurus is cringe. Holy shit. Yeah, because Adam Taurus has like a million different like death battle matchups. And yet none of them are anywhere near as goated as Adam Taurus versus Peter Griffin. You will never be that. No Adam Taurus matchup will ever be that. Yeah, Adam's a loser.
Taurus.
Well, he did draw his sword fast enough to parry an actual particle beam. In real life, such a beam is created by accelerating charged particles to just under light speed.
So, that's impressive.
Hey, Deca. If you're gonna be telling people to donate, just saying, you could always donate yourself. Just a thought.
Such a powerful ability, RWBY could safely shine her smile for years, even as she carried the fate of Remnant across the world. To her friends, she was a beacon of hope.
Well, yeah, because she's got one more superpower. Her
Beacon of Hope, like Beacon Academy.
Her silver eyes. Just like her mom, RWBY inherited them from the God of Light as a weapon against negative anti-life energy, like the evil goop Grim spawned from. Just a wink and blam! Sayonara, Dragon of Darkness!
But
Grim are a creation of the God of Darkness as a representation of malignance and destruction. The Silver Eyes can counter Grim powers with its Light of Life. This is shown in her battle with the Apathy, where RWBY Silver Eyes restored her drained willpower. Get that memorized, chat. Get that memorized. Because we're gonna be going back to this eventually.
RWBY's skills didn't falter after her time at Beacon. As she journeyed across Remnant, she leveled up to compete with all sorts of powerful magic and mechanized foes. Her team could even match the Ace Ops, an elite squad of longtime professional huntsmen.
Including Harriet, whose super speed semblance was totally outclassed by Petal Burst, and Vine, whose aura was strong enough to contain a bomb that was about to decimate the whole city.
The Aesops were also able to contend someone with Maiden Penny, who has a similarly impressive feat of lifting Amity Coliseum, though even as a group they struggled against her. Okay, true.
City of Mantle. Man, these are some pretty powerful auras.
Though it's important to remember, RWBY is only 17 years old. The weight of being a leader, a savior, and a huntress like her mother would get heavier and heavier and heavier.
She got over it. Look at her go!
Taking Crescent Rose firmly in hand and sending a message of unity to the rest of the world. RWBY had finally left the fairy tale behind, taking one more step toward the day we've waited for.
Oh shit, we finally got a donation from Yoshimaru. Yeah, donation team! Okay, now that RWBY's analysis is over, let's discuss a major talking point. Anyways, so we got 10 and 10. Alright. Finally, we got one donation. See, chat? Why can't you be like Yoshimaru here? Like, why can't you be like him and donate more? Like, just be like him. Anyways, okay. So, in all seriousness, let's discuss the ending of RWBY's analysis, because like, I've noticed a lot of discussion about this, saying Boomstick going, yeah, she got over it, is like pretty lame, underwhelming, and potentially even disrespectful, given that Volume 9 was like such a big talking point of her arc. Though, I did also hear the argument that like Volume 9 doesn't really do like that good of a job at like dissecting mental health or anything. But then again, so like, and like, I kind of want to discuss this real quick, because while I do think that there was at least, because like, what I think about RWBY's analysis is that I think it's like pretty standard good, which is like pretty good, but doesn't really stand out. Though it could have been like that if they talked more about her development in Volume 9. Yeah, get ad attacked for every time you don't donate. Remember, guys, fund the donation goal, and I'll turn off the ads. Yeah, let's go. Scully the King with $20 more. Hell yeah. Yes, he wants to be like Yoshimaru as well. Oh, that makes 30 because he donated 20. Anyways, thank you, Scully, so much for the donation. God bless you. Wait, you don't want to be like Yoshimaru? Right, because you want to be better. Oh, absolutely good behavior, actually. Holy shit. Yeah. But, okay, anyways, so Volume 9, I think it still could have been acknowledged, because let's go into what they said before this.
RWBY is only 17 years old. The weight of being a leader, a savior, and a huntress like her mother would get heavier and heavier and heavier.
Yeah, this is actually a really good setup, because it's supposed to like act as a callback to how they described Crescent Rose getting heavier and heavier, like to a point where it's literally weighing on her shoulders. So like, I think this is a really nice setup to it. But then,
she got over it.
Lame. But here's what
Look at her go!
Taking Crescent Rose firmly in hand and sending a message of unity to the rest of the world.
Now, now I'm starting to understand why they went with this as the ending note. But at the same time, however, I do also want to say, I do also want to say that the fact that there was no in between is what kills the analysis ending, at least in my opinion. Like, I've dealt with depression and thoughts like RWBY, so I just like glossing over her arc more. Yeah, I understand. With that said, I think a bit more clarification of how RWBY got over it would definitely be improved. Yeah, that's my main point, really. Just, they don't even need to go into it. They don't need to go into the specifics of what caused her mental health. Like, they don't need to talk about Yang being a bad sister or whatever. They could just mention, like how it was affecting her, what she was doing, like just being vague as possible, but then also mentioning another person in her life, like whether it's a loose reference or a direct name drop, and then say that he helped her get over it. Like, I think that would have really helped the analysis be as good as it. But as it is, it's just fine. It's just a fine analysis.
RWBY had finally left the fairy tale behind.
It's the same problem Darth Vader vs. Obito had, where they simply ended Obito's section with Naruto redeemed him with no taijutsu. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Like, just saying that it happened, but not really engaging with it.
Taking one more step toward the day we've waited for.
Literally, her moment of realization of RWBY getting over it is her learning more about her mom and understanding that she doesn't need to compare it. Exactly. Yeah, perfect segue right there. Exactly.
Today's battle is sponsored by
Jonathan Frostathan's membership program. Remember, we just got 20 more members. We got guys. Remember, fund the goal. Don't forget about the gold chat. Remember, if you don't fund any of these goals, I'm never doing a live stream again. So. Fund the goal, guys. Mods, fund the goal.
On
See, I got more on Barkley for those
Prize Picks. It's good to bells within a.
It's like Deku versus Asta not going over Dark Deku. Yeah, exactly. exactly. Death battle when they promote gambling. Yeah. All right. Now let's move on to Maka's analysis, which literally one of the best analyses ever. And I'm gonna go into one in terms of editing and writing.
A sound soul dwells within a sound mind and a sound body.
Recurring theme of Soul Eater, by the way. Like, I'll admit I have much more to say about this than RWBY, because like the contents of Soul Eater are like much fresher in my mind. But like, this is something that they say throughout all 3 acts. They say it somewhere around the beginning. They say it somewhere around the end. It's around the beginning of the story with the test when everyone's taking the exam. Not even a live stream if they did Ragnar versus Velvet. You can change. Remember, you can change that. Anyways, and they also brought it up again, and then also they brought it up in the middle as they started to explore soul resonance and the dynamics between like Soul and Maka, along with Blackstar and Tsubaki, and the like. And then they repeat it in the final act once everything comes together. No spoilers. I promise. I won't give any spoilers beyond what this analysis gives. But either way, I think it's a perfect beginning.
But all the unjust evil souls of this world are on the Disney Fast Pass to becoming a Kishin.
Destructive gods mutated from good-natured souls. A Kishin could plunge the world into chaos and madness. If only someone could stop them.
Bing bong, it's the DWMA. Welcome to Death Weapon
Again, it's the DJ text right here.
Meister Academy, where death rules. Literally, his name is Death.
Here, Lord Death tasks humans to become spiritually talented meisters of demon.
Oh my gosh, this masking edit combined with the lighting, oh, it's so good. Like, custom lighting is so fucking good, man. Like chat, really pay attention to this. This is like god tier edit from DJ, like in this episode. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, man. They say the anime is not canon, so no. They didn't say that. They didn't say that exactly. They just said there was a form from the anime that isn't canon to the original manga, so they didn't use it. But yes, it is also used as a visual guide.
AKA people who are also a weapon. No, really, they transform into weapons. Guns, ninja stars, hammers, you name it.
For the record, Tsubaki is a lot more than just a ninja star. I just want to put that out there.
A Meister weapon pair kills.
In fact, it's not even her like main form. It's like a chain blade, actually. Like, but that's just me going, actually. Right there, unironically. So like, you can disregard me, if you will.
And consumes lost souls to keep the Kishin away. Jack the Ripper? More like Jack the Fraud. And
literally the first guy they kill.
So the demon weapon Soul.
Oh my gosh, I love this font choice, and I love the street art. Oh, guys, look at this. The art on the wall is literally one of the covers from Soul Eater. Like, there's actually context to this, because during the start of every Soul Eater volume, what they do is that they give it some like they have the characters in like streetwear and such, like, or just like all sorts of different fashion, like street fashion, for instance. They do this with the main characters quite a bit. So like, this is actually a brilliant edit that you barely see. Like, you only see it for like a. Being charitable will include the blurs. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17 frames. It's only for 17 frames, but it's such a perfect edit, and I especially love the font. That's such a clever reference to the artwork of Soul Eater. That's so good, man.
Was paired with the dutiful rising star Maka albarn.
And then we got a more traditional Soul Eater background. Soul Eater, more like Street Eater. But eat the streets. Forget Street Fighter. Where's Street Eater?
Talk about your classic teacher's pet. The kind of girl who leaves an apple on the desk and goes, "Teacher, you forgot to give us homework," and then we jump them.
As if
Perfect way to describe Maka.
Soul's any better. A weapon who's too concerned with being cool to do any real work.
Hey, Soul's not just any demon weapon. He's a scythe, and he's got his sights on upgrade.
Okay, I just want to say that contrast, like, it's actually pretty layered. Like, on the surface, it shows that it's like a moment of character between Wiz and Boomstick, where like they subtly imply Wiz is a bigger fan of Maka, Boomstick's a bigger fan of Soul, because like they relate to them better. But it's also because like Maka and Soul are like such radically different characters. Like that's like a key component of like their dynamic and like a cornerstone of like the main theme of Soul Eater, which is like bonds between people. Like there's a part in Soul Eater where Soul and Blackstar try to work as Weapon and Meister, because like they're much more similar characters. So you think that'd be a sin, but then Soul Eater's all like, nope, doesn't work. Not gonna work, Sunshine. Gotta be with Maka. Though this isn't to say that like Maka has never used any other characters as weapons, and like there have been occasional moments where like Meisters have like team up with different weapons, and then we get some cool teamwork moments, but those are pretty sparse. So believe it or not, this is actually a perfect setup to like a running theme of the. Okay, I'm back. Well, let's change that. No, I'm kidding. Okay. But yeah.
Rating to the highest level of Death Scythe.
Which would be a high honor. And lucky for Soul, Maka always aims high.
With that common goal, Maka and Soul formed the dream team. All they needed was 99 keys.
I love this edit with the squishy sound. Like they play it right here. Like right here when he starts moving slightly down a little, like they play that sound effect. It's really good. And look, it's Excalibur. Excalibur's up there. Fucking hate that little bitch. Hate him so much. By eating the souls of 99 humans and one witch, Soul can become the Death Scythe. But the problem is that final witch's soul.
He's seen eggs and the soul of a witch. Easy, right?
Maybe, since Maka is extraordinarily perceptive.
Oh, the eyes. The eyes have it. Oh my gosh, they're actually slightly moving on top, so it's not perfectly masked, but it still helps it still helps the viewer like maintain attention of the eyes right here, so that when they open, it doesn't feel like it comes out of nowhere. Excalibur the goat, well, you know what, Ashera Blader, we don't allow Excalibur fans in this household. Goodbye, you're banned. Get that ass banned. Hang on. Do they have a get that ass? Please tell me they have it.
Get that ass banned.
Yes, they have it. Let's fucking go. Let's see if I can add it. Yeah! It's on my soundboard, chat. It's on my soundboard, so Ashera Blade, first of all. Second of all.
Get that ass banned.
There we go. No one likes Excalibur, like... Okay, he's one of those love-to-hate type of characters, like in all seriousness. 90% of the edits in the episode are glorious anti-well with the other elements of the episode. True! So true, bestie. Maka eyes, they're telling everyone to like and subscribe. No, Plazer. No. They're telling everyone to donate. Guys, you will look at these eyes. These eyes are telling you to donate. They are very clearly telling you to donate. We only have $30 on the donation goal. If we don't make this goal, you're never gonna see me live streaming again. In fact, fuck it, I'm also gonna never upload another video. This will be my last video ever if nobody funds the goal. Come on, it's like only $120 more. We can make this, chat. Come on, we can do this. We can make the goal, can't we?
Extraordinarily perceptive at spotting and examining souls. She can detect spiritual presences from millions of yards away and can discern its nature. Souls. She can detect spiritual presences.
The souls are moving in Maka's eyes.
Millions of yards away and can discern its nature, stability, and emotions.
Time for class then.
Hidden behind some glasses. Are you sure about that?
The two trained hard, but their styles kinda weird. Okay, so Maka guides Soul.
Okay, and there's this edit right here that I really want to talk about. So it's really good, it's really good, but then, whoops. Wait. Oh, they're being, really? They were on twos? Wait, no, they weren't. Okay, so this edit, like, is really creative. It's really layered. I love the layering at it. Makes it feel like taking advantage of background and foreground. But then
Direction she wants to go, but
oops, drop frames. DJ's edit dropped some frames. Oh my gosh. Oh, Scully with the $5 donation. Let's fucking go. Thanks for getting rid of that filthy Excalibur fan. Also, can anyone who isn't a wimp bother donating other than me and Yoshimaru? Yeah, guys, we gotta fund the goal. Come on, come on. Only $115 more. I should add a $sign to this. I forgot. Come on, it's really not that much. Come on, guys. Come on. But yeah, anyways, this edit is actually super fucking complicated, so like I'm not surprised that it dropped frames a bit. Cause like you don't really move text on twos like that. It just looks awkward. Especially since like
Soul, the site.
hang on.
Weird. Okay, so Maka guides Soul in the direction she wants to go.
Wait. Oh, that wasn't those weren't any drop frames? Oh, okay, so they didn't drop any frames. Okay. So like no, there were no drop frames. That was an intentional choice. Can't say I'm a fan of that though, but what are you gonna do?
Soul, the scythe, does all the actual movements himself. Maka's the Meister, Soul's the weapon.
Like conductor and instrumentalist, a Meister weapon pair cannot work in harmony without total cooperation.
Too bad their teamwork.
Weapon pair
that yin
cannot
yang
work
effect.
in harmony without total cooperation.
Too bad
True.
their teamwork sucked. They fumbled the easiest chance.
And oh my gosh, this funny edit right here. Now this I'm pretty sure wasn't 3D, so like maybe Adobe does have some 3D effects for it, because like he can absolutely differentiate them. Maybe did he? I don't know about that, but either way, good illusion.
For Death Sight status, F-.
Oh my gosh, Blair, fucking hater.
Maka just could not get in tune with Soul's wavelength. She was skilled, sure, more skilled than most.
Keyword, most. There were plenty of rivals showing her up, like Blackstar and Tsubaki.
Really puts a damper on the straight A's when this show-off is doing better than you.
Yep, Blackstar literally describes himself as a show-off, so that makes sense to me.
It was up to Maka and Soul to improve their teamwork through Soul Resonance.
What I said about wavelength wasn't metaphorical. Rather, wavelengths are the means with which Meister and weapon draw strength through each other. Think of two wavelengths as different emotional amplitudes that must merge at one alignment.
If the Meister's the guitar and the weapon's the amp, then they create a feedback loop to increase its frequency. That's Soul Resonance.
Soul Resonance creates a telepathic link and surges their strength and speed.
And preps them for cool scythe moves like the Witch Hunt Slash.
And that lighting though. You custom made this, DJ. Oh my gosh. And you even layered the slash while color coding it. That's so fucking good, bro.
Slash, a big energy strike that puts the L in evil.
As the name implies, it works especially well against witches and other evil creatures. It's not exclusive or anything.
Depends on the slash. There's like number 6, letter U, letter I.
It's actually
Of course, Maka Chop, which we don't see in the fight, which is very sad.
really deadly against evil because of Maka's rare anti-demon wavelengths. Basically, being a goody little two-shoes gets her the power of purity or whatever.
Maka and
And there it is, chat. There it is. There's that little callback to when they called her like the goody two-shoe schoolgirl. Oh, you got a Marvel Rivals ad? Oh, hey, cool, nice. Remember, I'll turn them off once we make the donation goal. Anyways, so like a
Soul were becoming.
To be fair, Maka Chop would have just ended the fight. You're right. You're right. Anyways, yeah. Where it actually directly correlates to verses.
In a goody
This is why this analysis is such a masterclass in like blending in story and verses. So fucking good about that.
little two-shoes gets her the power of purity or whatever.
Maka and Soul were becoming a synchronized unit. though one would sometimes need to rein in the other's idiotic habits.
And the other guys gotta stop their annoying overthinking, Wiz.
But everything
Oh, and this is... See, like I said, that contrast with which character they preferred earlier, that came back. That came back here.
changed after a unique encounter with Krona, which nearly killed Soul.
Now Soul had an ogre pal in his head, waiting for him to swing on over and play the piano. Yep, Soul got infected.
All that coughing edit. So much movement. And it picks up as it's timed with the black blood effect spilling onto her hand. Man, that's so good. That is such a creative edit.
Blood.
Black blood was specially brewed as a weaponizable blood. It hardens and strengthens its user's body.
Oh my gosh, chat.
Was specially
The
brewed
anime
as
to
a
manga
weaponizable
transition.
blood. It
And then you see the manga version transitioning as it lines up with the anime's punch. Right there. Right there. Absolutely brilliant.
and strengthens its user's body inside and out, increasing their physical ability. They can even block blades with their bare skin.
Too bad it comes with a little side effect of madness with a capital M.
A force of fear and sadness all living things possess, which threatens to ruin the world.
So it was kind of a big deal that Maka was bummed by how she got Soul in a jam. But thanks to Soul, she got over it and even welcomed in their new little...
Okay, they did say she got over it here. But then, like, she did say got over it, but they at least explain what they specifically got over, like right here.
ogre buddy.
Now when
But thanks to Soul, she got over it and even welcomed in their new little ogre buddy.
Cause like there's at least they at least give context for what it is. Also, it's in the middle of the analysis, so it's not nearly as bad. Whereas RWBY's was at the end.
Now when Soul plays his grand piano, their soul resonance sings even louder through the black blood.
Giving Maka all the perks of black blood too, even the crazy parts. Bet you didn't expect that, Krona.
But evil saw their plans through. The Kishin Asura had arrived.
Oh my gosh.
Madness was spreading everywhere.
So Maka and Soul had to lock in and upgrade their witch
Lock
hunt
in.
to the even stronger demon hunt slash. They went on even more missions to reach souls with classmates like Blackstar, and that guy outran his own shadow.
Perhaps the most obvious evidence ever of faster than light speeds, and Maka could finally
Yep, they said RWBY was just on the speed of light, but Maka was faster than light. They were just a parent.
keep up with him.
Pair that with her fight with the demon tool Gopher, who could obliterate whole mountains, and you've got one hell of an ass kicker.
And yet,
kill it
Maka's
does.
relationship with Soul still.
And you've got pair that with her fight with the demon tool Gopher, who could obliterate whole mountains, and you've got one hell of an
Okay, now this is much better than what happened in RWBY's analysis, because you at least see it for way longer.
with the demon tool
you see the
Gopher,
number for
who could obliterate whole mountains, and you
Okay, let's see here. Okay. You see it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 55 frames. 55 frames. And this video's in 60 FPS, right? Actually, I think it might be in 30 frames per second. Cause like YouTube, this would normally say if like a video's in 60 FPS or whatever. So like, if this isn't a 30-second video, then like you're seeing this for roughly 2 seconds, give or take. Yeah, it's absolutely easier to see.
And yet, Maka's relationship with Soul still faltered. Soul was the real star here. Even other Meisters were trying to take him as a weapon, away from Maka.
I mean, he literally moves himself, so Maka couldn't help but wonder if she was holding him back all along.
But Soul said the truth. In all of their missions, their teamwork was the key to their victory. An orchestral performance is only as good as the one conducting. And so, their wavelengths played in harmony, and Maka...
See, we brought up the anime earlier. This is what we were talking about. In the anime, Maka has a different final form in which she manifests scythe blades from her body due to her father being a death scythe. This form does not appear in the original manga and thus excluded.
Donned a dress of black blood.
This is what we're supposed to get, the black blood dress.
It's an armor literally made of blood, and it lets Maka fly around and shoot out her soul as an epic sound wave. So freaking metal!
At the same time, Soul discovered he could hack souls and directly transmit Maka's anti-demon wavelengths, basically shutting their enemy completely down through Soul Adagio.
And they finally achieved Death Scythe. The dream's here, baby.
So when Krona's own black blood reached its final stage, Maka and Soul flew to the moon. A moon small and unassuming, but
Okay, y'all, chat, you gotta pay attention to this edit. For those who don't know why Black Star's jumping, there's a part in the manga where like Maka is flying on Soul, and then Black Star is able to keep up just by jumping really fucking high. Like, he's literally such a show-off. He's so good. Yeah, the piano scythe goes hard. I fucking love the piano scythe. That's such a brilliant design touch for the black blood dress.
same mass as the planet itself. The very world's sanity was at stake.
Krona might have gone insane, but Maka still reached out to their new...
Oh yeah, Fire Force scaling for Soul. Yeah, they also debunked Fire Force scaling in this episode, which honestly based.
Oh yeah, baby!
We can finally have regular scaling for an anime one time. Thank you. Yes, you're right. He can jump good. Jump really good, as a matter of fact.
new friend Soul.
Black Star versus Samurai Jack in a jumping contest when?
Until the Kishin showed up to ruin everything. Come on, Asura, they're having a moment here. Timing, bro.
In what would be Maka's final
Oh, here it is. Here's the black box. Characters from Fire Force have shown greater feats than Soul Eater, but these are highly contextual and Maka would not scale to them. Honestly based.
exam, Maka, Soul, and all of their friends faced off against the Kishin.
And she passed. A+. Maka pulled her weight.
The payoff to the F- joke that you didn't know you needed, but absolutely.
And perfected her teamwork with Soul. Their wavelengths were pitch perfect.
Asura did everything he could to separate them, crater them into the moon, punch holes in Maka's chest, tamper their souls with madness, and each time they successfully realigned their wavelengths.
Until they kicked his ass with one final upgrade. The Kishin Hunt Slash. Maka Chop. Now that's what I call absolute cinema.
Because a sound soul dwells within a sound mind and body. So should you feel overwhelmed
True, they said it again. Just like how the manga works.
by evil's roars, just write 4242564 whenever you want to knock on death's door.
Absolutely love that twist on the... Like, I absolutely adore that twist on knocking on death's door. Because remember, Soul becomes a death scythe, and then he becomes like... And Soul also becomes Actually, it goes into I'm not gonna go into spoilers because like there is some context for that. But if you know what I'm talking about, then this hits even harder. Absolutely brilliant ending note, DJ. Fantastic.
Congratulations to us.
Yes, congratulations to us for reviewing this video together through the stream. Even though the goal still has yet to be made. Guys, you gotta donate. Fund the goal. Fund the goal, baby. What are y'all doing? Why is nobody donating? Am I gonna have to start banning people for not donating? Who should I ban? Matseye? Vagos? Monaco Malamar? Who am I banning for not donating? Who am I banning? Okay, Falco? Ashera Blade? Who am I banning? Nobody.
Wiz, your ego is showing.
It always is. And why not?
We've got
Website membership
really, we made an
possibility. All right.
Come on, I don't want to be the one to donate my whole fucking wallet in. Nobody's asking you to donate, except for me, but Someone else can donate.
The combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a scythe battle!
Okay, I might be... Okay, real talk, I think I might be overdoing the donation joke. Like, donate on your own time.
Okay, it's official. This is so not cool.
Oh, come on, Soul. Our target should be here, so try helping out. Hi!
Hey, that's Larry Winwood's drawing. Larry
What are you looking for?
Zorro for the looking ass.
Little Red Riding Hood, your humanity has strayed from its just path, and the Shinigami has called for gosh, your boyfriend turns into a scythe! Oh, that's so cool! Your soul is ours!
I'm glad that they changed the deliveries for this scene, because it fits so much better. Like, let me look up the... Let me look up the sneak peek real quick. RWBY versus Maka sneak peek, because I might as well also want to talk about it. Okay, I'll temporarily turn on desktop audio, just so it's easier for everyone to hear. Not you. Okay. Just to listen to the deliveries here. Okay, like, got to keep talking so the music doesn't... Okay, here we go. Right here, right here.
Your boyfriend turns into a scythe?
Play that again. Play that again. Like, I'll slow it down so that you guys can hear it. Torns! She said your boyfriend torns into a scythe. Lindsay Jones! I'm glad you did a retake, though. Absolutely needed to. And then, like, I'll play...
It's ours! You haven't seen anything yet. Little Red Riding Hood, your soul is ours!
That one sounds like actively different than like what we got, where she's like, look, your soul is ours! Like, flustered, but still, like, ready to take on the mission. Whereas this one sounds more confident, like, I'm coming for you. And it's like, doesn't fit the context of the original, doesn't fit the context of the scene. Torns, yes sir. Okay. What song is it from? It's royalty-free music. It's called, like, Abandon. I forget who it's by, but the song's called Abandon. Shazam it sometime. Anyways, back to you.
I like my soul, thanks.
Okay.
I like my soul, thanks.
I need to break down this long shot because it is genuinely gorgeous. It is stupendous. So much shit happens in so little time. And we need to break this down. So you see them slashing for a bit. Like, after after RWBY says her thing, RWBY pushes Maka away. And then they start swinging for a bit. Then here's Maka blocking as she knocks Maka away because she was not expecting Crescent Rose to be so heavy. And so that twirling isn't actually her just... It's actually, like... Soul was briefly knocked out of her hand, like, for a bit, because she was not ready for Crescent Rose to be as heavy as it was in that point. Oh, fuck! Forgot to turn off the desktop audio. Sorry about that.
And the Shinigami has called.
Okay. Sorry about that. I completely forgot to, like, turn off desktop.
Your boyfriend turns into.
Alright, just tell me if this is better. Tell me if this is better.
No thanks.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's better now. Cause like it was literally just desktop audio. Anyways, back to this. Look how the animation conveys like yeah, exactly. Just like Monty Oum. And then here we go. Then like because Maka was knocked back, that's why RWBY is using her scythe to propel herself forward. And like it also happened to just be the moment where Maka was able to get Soul back into her hands, so naturally she'd be ready for it this time. That's why she's ready. And then using Crescent Rose to briefly... Still a little loud. Okay, I'll try turning it down like this. Like just see the results later. But anyways, then to not only stop herself, but also jump upwards because she was ready for Maka's swipe. And then this is where we get to the aerial fight, and look at Maka's posing real quick. It clips, but no, it's actually one of those moments where you're not supposed to notice it, but when you do, you see how fast she's moving Soul over to her. It's one of those animation cheats. Like it's kind of think about it as like a character breaks model during a very like looking animation, if you will. It's like she's surfing on Soul, right, like that. As they move, then RWBY spins. But then RWBY uses the weight of her scythe in another attempt to knock Soul out of Maka's hands, but Maka's ready this time. And look at this, chat. Fucking look at this. She goes from facing this way, to facing the other way within one frame. This is to show that Maka is all currently adapting. Like this is where Maka's adapting to the weight of Crescent Rose. And also it helps quickly associate. Well, John, hope you're having a good day. Oh, thank you, Son Gohan. I hope you're having a good day too. But anyways, even though you spelled my name wrong and that actually hurts my soul. There's no H in John. That's not how you spell my name. But whatever. Anyways, back to this. And then she's ready that time, which is why she's not at all startled that Soul's out of her hand. She's just look at the confidence. Look at the confidence in this. Like, look at this. She's doing this. Cause she's like, yeah, come on, Soul, we got this. And then we get to some more look at this posing. This posing's so fucking good. It's just so fucking good, bro. And then RWBY is once again using Crescent Rose to propel herself behind Maka. But she's ready for it that time. So she jumps over her. And she blocks Crescent Rose because she's just built different. Maka is just built so much different than RWBY is. She just knows. So much knowing. But then RWBY's like, whoa, how low can you go, RWBY? Look at that. Fucking look at this. Look at how low she's bending, chat. Hey, Matt, why are you being mean to Son Gohan? I'm timing you out again. Timing you out. Force Matt Say to fight Ultraman Zero. Yeah, this pose is so good. It's like now she's starting to adapt. And then uses Crescent Rose to propel herself backwards just to retreat. That she throws. But oh no, she's doing Petal Burst. Like okay. Hey, let's go! Yoshimaru with another donation. Let's go! Don Pay! That is officially $40 on the gold chat. anyways. Yeah, it conveys their equal speeds. That's a good point. That's a good point, Falco. Really does.
Your moves.
Okay, we do it. We do have soul. But anyways, yeah, she's like throwing Crescent Rose, and then uses Petal Burst to catch up to it. That is such a fucking awesome maneuver. Like, as Maka deflects it. Oh my gosh. This choreography is so... absolutely incredible. Holy fuck. Yes. And then we get more... Watch this parry. Watch this parry. She uses Soul to move Crescent Rose around her, using Ruby's weight against her. Against it. Holy shit. That is actually so good. But then it doesn't, like, give her an advantage for so long because Ruby's able to adapt. And, like, use it for another attack. That again, Maka's ready for because she's just built fucking different. Like, holy shit. Oh, and then she's using Petal Burst as an evasive maneuver.
You haven't seen anything yet!
And then, that's so good. Now let's, okay, all of that.
I like my soul thing.
All of that, in this scene.
Won't lie, Red. Your moves are sick, but too slow for my Meister.
Yep. And you notice that Maka was outspeeding her in a way, kind of. Like, at first. Like, yeah, their speed is equal, and it does show throughout the fight, but look at that.
I haven't seen anything yet! Focus. She's quick, but we can handle it.
Let's go, Soul Resonance!
And then we got the Soul Resonance, like in the manga and even in the anime. And that's how she catches up to Maka in speed. Uses Petal Burst. Ooh! Ooh! And you got, chat, keep in mind, one of Death Battle's arguments for equal speed is that Petal Burst is able to help Ruby keep up with Maka. And so, like, the fact that a lot of her best speed maneuvers involve Petal Burst, it's just perfect. It makes perfect sense. Like, I will say that this movement right here is kind of limp, right here, because it's like, okay, first of all, she's mainly using one hand, and then it's just like, she's not even moving it. It's just rotating by itself, which makes the impact, like, after all that build-up. Like, and it was also really slow. Power Scalar's biggest sworn enemy, lowballing. Power Scalar lowball. Not the lowballing. Okay, here we go. Okay. Love how Ruby uses the gun part of Crescent Rose to boost her speed and change direct. Yeah, exactly. Then she spins and then goes for one big slice, which Maka dodges for like a fun moment where it's like, I'll have your head, but then it's like it's like the classic Kane from like a stage plays. Oh, and then we get the beatdown right here. Delete this shit. Delete that beatdown. Okay. I had a point that I wanted to. Did Devil Artemis animate? He animated some bits of it. 1A. 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 It is what has driven me to annihilating you. 1A. 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 1A.
Stop
1A. 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 Fuck your 1As. Think it's the rooftop scene? Yeah, it's like where Maka starts to go in. It's like what she was doing against Krona, relying on CQC rather than scythe play. Because she knew that RWBY was trying to fight from a distance, so that's why she's going up close. She's fighting up close, so that overwhelming her, so that she doesn't have enough time to run away, and that leads us into the meme, 1A, 1A, 1A. Yeah. Oh my gosh, my hair keeps going in front of my eyes. Shh. Okay. But then, this is also the part where RWBY starts to fight more from a distance. Watch. He uses that to retreat.
Get back here!
Head over. Maka deflects it.
Here!
RWBY critics moment. Okay, and this is where Maka is animated on 2s? Mainly alternating between 2s and 1s. Like your Spider-Verse. Oh, but the dress is moving around on 1s mainly. That's cool. And oh my gosh, this compositing is actually so fucking good. Okay. I don't think it's compositing. I think it might be rendering, because a close-up, but it's amazing cell shading. Oh my goodness. It practically looks like a hand-drawn shot, but apparently it isn't. I think Luis said this was 3D. No Devil... Okay, quick tangent, but no, Devil Artemis is not stepping down. He's just taking a break. It's because, we've had so many 3D episodes, and, if he is taking a break, then I'm pretty sure he's talking about the one between... Oh, it's VizPost. Okay, thank you. But anyways, it feels like I'm pretty sure he's talking about, the break between Death Battle 25 and 26. Or maybe this is going to be the last 3D episode we get of this era of the year, so who knows? Either way, no, Devil Artemis is not stepping down. I don't know where people are getting that. But anyways, let's continue. Oh, but then she gets... But this is where RWBY uses her anti-gravity dust, I think? Wants to pursue his projects for a time. Yeah, I think that's it. That's it. Or maybe they're hiring another 3D animator. Maybe we could get Soulgen on Death Battle. Who knows? Soulgen? Or dare I say, maybe that guy who did the Mewtwo vs. Shadow preview that Death Battle responded to? Electric? Maybe we could even get another 3D animator, like some of the other former 3D animators might show up, like Duvad. Who knows? Who knows? We might be getting the whole team back, the whole squad. All right. Okay, I love this pose so much because it is the exact kind of pose he should be making, because when he first goes to the piano, he's it involves a special archivist, so it's hesitant to go to the piano at first, but then later on he starts to go more to the piano, but with more like all right, it's time to play again. But now we have Soul here who's guess it's time to play. Absolutely love this. This is the perfect Soul pose for this scenario. God bless. And then you have the piano playing in the background, which, by the way, the piano does not play at all in the track, so they made it specifically for the animation. That is a brilliant part.
Interesting. Her soul forms a barrier.
His head is 2D and body 3D. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Try helping out.
Relax.
Oh, and side note, you know that meme where it's pianos are never animated correctly? Well, the piano is animated correctly. DJ literally consulted Louise to make sure that they got the right piano finger position, make sure that the notes were actually being placed. They released a piano oh, really? Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. I should get on that. Again, this is Maka clothing. Oh my gosh, and I love this blink and you'll miss it scene. So you know how the analysis said that like RWBY is like how they made a little joke about how she can't even throw a punch. Well, let's pay attention to this moment here because like RWBY actually gets a punch right here. Okay, but let's pay attention to what happened. So like earlier in this exchange, Maka just kicked Crescent Rose right out of RWBY's hands. I did not cut RWBY in half. A rule of animation. Swords just don't cut people in half. Sometimes that's how. Is that fucking Paper Moon? It is. Yeah, it's Paper Moon. God bless. Anyway, so like Maka knocked Crescent Rose out of her hands, and like she tries to go back and get it, but then Maka uses Soul once again to push her back. Like, I mean, to pull her towards her to presumably go for another punch. RWBY is freaked out. Look at her. RWBY is freaked out. But then, so then she goes for like, no, Bart, please work, please work. Look at her. Look at her eyes. She can't throw a punch, so like she hopes it works. But then, it actually does punch Maka, and then she's like, holy shit, that worked. I love that so much. That is actually so fucking good. Fucking we ball true. Yeah. Yeah, Adagio edition. Okay. All right. Well, we'll probably listen to that like later tonight. I love that they added that in. And then she uses pedal burst to get it back. Then this is where the posing is kind of limited, but it's just to like show the twirling of their sides. It's like one of those snappy animate. It's meant to be very snappy. And then you get to the part where their silhouettes are being highlighted by nothing but like the hit stuff, but like the spark effects from their sides. It's so good, bro. And like they show up one frame before each one. They show up before one. Oh yeah, there's a translation for the lyrics. We'll get. Guys, stop talking about the track. If you're gonna talk about the track, then you can clearly donate. Come on, guys. Then here we go. Then once again, just by one frame, this is convey the Louise moment. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's one of the lesser good, but I think it's got some neat stuff, like it does that thing from Nasu vs. Ace, but does it kind of better in my opinion. That ogre behind him.
Sorry, but I'll never stop fighting. I'm Ruby Rose, and I am a huntress!
Yeah, that delivery was actually really weak. Gotta be honest, for Lindsay Jones's performance was like really solid in this animation so far, but this part right here, could have done better.
So, Adagio.
And then you actually see the aura going away. Yeah, that's one point it gets over. That's one point it gets over Blake versus Mikasa. Because remember, it didn't even properly convey the fact that Blake's aura was gone. Oh my gosh. This one does.
RWBY!
And then we got the Yang cameo as it transitions into her silver eyes. Even if they're mostly just stagnant, but that's fine. It's mainly Viz post.
Wavelengths. Damn it, she's. Stay strong, Maka! You got this!
Oh, I love how it's Soul pushing Maka forward. Like they said, it was Maka who pushes Soul forward, and it's Soul who's like backing her up. And like, we see that payoff in the animation right here. Then she gets split in half.
A simple, honest soul. Ruby Rose, huh?
That's a really good thing because it showcases Maka's knack for like looking into the souls of people, for like look how good she is at looking into the souls of others. And it makes sense in the context of the animation because she assumed that she was Little Red Riding Hood, but then Ruby says, "No, my name is Ruby Rose." And so like, and honestly, that's really all you need. Yeah, Maka's dressed as white, and it's probably because if I remember correctly, it's because the Silver Eyes like got rid of all the black blood. Like the post analysis does say something otherwise, but we'll get there.
A simple, honest soul. Ruby Rose, huh? Soul.
Oh, and pay attention to the character animation right here. So, look, he looks towards Maka first before taking the soul. And then Maka's like, no, wait a second. She's like, because she sees who Ruby actually is. She has a knack for that, remember? I mean, to be fair, Ruby Rose is inspired by Low Red. That's the entire... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but also she's not Low Red.
A simple...
And then we get... This is very clearly a RWBY reference, and I'm pretty sure it also references, like, the commission track for RWBY vs. Maka. I think where it's like, we see the scythe, but it's in front of the Soul Eater moon. I think that's what it could also be referencing, but, you know, who knows.
KO! Rest in peace, Ruby. But hey, it's not often you get to see scythe-on-scythe action like that.
Let's break this down with the 4 categories that best represent this matchup. First, strength.
Or a supercharged Ruby's strength way higher than you'd think, like kicking this Grim through steel.
11 tons of TNT, is that the best you can do, Ruby? 11 tons! Okay, but for real, I'm not sure why they use this instead of like the... whatever.
But Maka's
like, at least use the 700 tons feet.
soul resonance could match Gopher, who destroyed mountains.
Now, Team RWBY did
And thankfully that is still higher than... Yeah, small building level. Exactly.
defeat Vine, whose aura contained a bomb that could have wiped out a city.
Adding up their flight speed and how far Harriet said they'd have to fly to avoid the blast, that's a 366.
Oh, but then they just get a bigger kiloton calc anyways, so it like hardly matters.
Kiloton bomb.
It's possible Ruby's own aura possesses a similar level of, say, energy strength, though her semblance obviously can't replicate what Vine did.
Black blood.
I think this is basically what they're trying to say here is that this is more so... Oh yeah, I forgot. There was there was someone who actually betted $1,300 on Ruby winning. Wow. Fucking hell. What are we doing, lad? But anyways, they're trying to say that the 366 kiloton is more of a durability feat rather than, like, action, and not something that scales to her attack potency. That's what I believe they're saying.
Maka got blasted by Asura into the moon. Yeah, it's small, but its mass is the same as Earth's, right?
Putting Asura's strikes at 2 quadrillion tons of TNT.
Small, but its mass...
Guess it stopped. Looks like it's done falling anyway. Well, that's good enough. It can't be. Objects with the same mass as Earth will float in the air. Okay, I think this is from Fire Force? Okay, the moon's mass was increased to equal Earth's in the prequel series Fire Force by a character named Fairy. This is the reason why it floats in the air, self-sustained. Okay, so they did actually use... They kind of did use Fire Force here. So, like, I guess in that sense, like, the black bars kind of put this whole thing into question. Like, they're using Fire Force to judge the scaling for the moon, but they say that Maka wouldn't scale to Fire Force by itself. Like, I mean, it's not a contradiction. I'm not saying that it's a contradiction, because it really isn't, but it does make me wonder what exactly they meant by, like, not scaling Maka to Fire Force. I've seen debunks on this episode because they used Fire Force but didn't scale Maka to it. Yeah, I have too. So have I. So, like, I guess Long's take for short. I guess Long's short for this episode makes more sense. But, what are you gonna do? I mean, that guy also thinks that Miles Morales beats Izuku, so... Don't take him too seriously. Don't take him too. You can't take him too seriously. Like, Harold Spider-Man is a fucking meme. Why would anyone take it seriously for Miles of all people? Like, come on. What are we doing here? Be real.
This is the same as Earth's, right?
Putting Asura's strikes at 2 quadrillion tons of TNT, over 5 billion times higher than Vine.
So,
Yep.
Maka
5
takes strength,
billion.
but speed wasn't as clear-cut. Ruby's
Soul utilized chain resonance to amplify Maka's stats for portions of the Asura fight. However, this was a much smaller amp than the Black Blood dress, and he had stopped doing so before Asura's crater feat.
a fast little gal. Maka kept up with Blackstar, faster than Shadows and whatnot. But as they improved their skills, Ruby and her friends could outspeed Atom.
Who blocked a particle beam. Though given the distance and time to react, Atom moved about 42% the speed of light. Not quite faster than your own Shadow territory.
While Maka has said that Blackstar is stronger than her, she frequently keeps up in speed. The two can utilize chain resonance, which requires equal contribution. Maka's statements also do not factor in her Black Blood dress. Like, I think anyways, going back to Fire Force scaling real quick. But anyways, going back to Fire Force real quick. I feel like that if there's like a Ruby versus Maka Q&A, I feel like this would be like the main thing that they'd address. Because, like, what do they mean by highly contextual? Like, just bring it up in the episode.
Still, Ruby's Petal Burst has become far
Like, outside of a black box, I mean.
faster than this over time.
Or at least, like, explain the context in, like, black boxes if you're able to.
And clearly gives more than a 2-time speed increase on top of that 42%, making her
This honestly makes a lot of sense to me because, A, it's not her natural, because they say her natural speed, like, what they're trying to say here is that Ruby's normal speed is around, it's like caps at 42% the speed of light. But with Petal Burst, it means that her speed increases, but only through the use of a specific ability. This is like when power scalers use speed amplifiers. By the way, Lightspeed, this is technically Lightspeed Ruby, but only via Petal Burst. And, like, sure, they don't give a number, but that's also why they put it at its high, because they don't exactly know how much higher the speed would be. So it's definitely, and, like, keep in mind, like, they also put Maka at vaguely faster than light. Like, they also didn't give a number for that. So it being a tie, honestly, based on what they explained, makes perfect sense.
well past light speed.
Definitely enough to take on Harriet, who was all about speed. Angry speed.
This isn't to say Maka couldn't keep up thanks to Soul Resonance, but Petal Burst makes this comparison close enough to call it a tie.
Yeah, I actually agree with this.
And their speed would
I
be
fully
key
agree.
to winning in skill.
Come on, Wiz. Call it what it really is. It's Scythery.
That's not a word.
Maka's Scythery was pretty good, but Soul does all the movement for her. As a Meister, she was mostly a guide.
It's easy to assume that Ruby's, Scythery was superior. She's entirely self-sufficient at dancing with her weapon.
Soul's own control is still a factor here, but it doesn't change that Ruby's been swinging that thing for way longer than Maka. Ruby's got Scythery in the bag.
Perhaps this
Ruby trained with Crescent Rose since her time at Signal Academy. Maka and Soul did not achieve Soul Resonance until their battle with Stein. Moreover, Ruby is not only 4 years older than Maka, but her journey across Remnant took at minimum a year longer than the events of Soul Eater's story. Yeah, because Soul Eater is like My Hero Academia, where it's like relatively condensed time frame. Okay, maybe I don't know if My Hero Academia is like the most accurate comparison to make, but it is one of those stories that's like that.
edge would be enough for Ruby to avoid Maka's far greater strength if
Twitter's calling Ruby winning skills worse than Chief taking AI? I mean, I guess I can kind of see that. Like, as in how useless it is as a compare. I don't know if it's useless, because in terms of AI, you could just absolutely tell, okay, we needed to give Chief something to give him, like, something. We need to give him something. Whereas here, no, it honestly kind of makes sense. Ruby has the time frame between Ruby, like, within Ruby is, like, a longer time frame than, like, the events of Soul Eater. Art, no, you did not miss the stream. Don't worry. I mean, you admittedly did miss quite a bit, but we got more to check out. Trust me. In fact, I have a surprise for you all after this. Like, after the track, by the way.
she had the better powers.
So, Aura's really cool. Barriers, healing, superpowers, and so on. but it's got one big weakness.
It is a finite resource that is required for all of RWBY's powers.
Petal Burst, activating dust, even powering up Crescent Rose takes juice and some aura. Once it's gone, RWBY's totally vulnerable.
And there's a second key factor regarding aura. It is specifically a manifestation of RWBY's soul.
And Maka's powers are all about taking on souls.
Yeah.
Maka had lots of ways to break through RWBY's aura, like Soul Adagio.
And since Maka is exceptionally gifted at examining souls, she could definitely figure out how aura works.
But, plot twist, what about RWBY's silver eyes? Her anti-Grim eye beams? Turns out they were actually her best secret weapon.
The negative power of Grim is quite similar to Madness wavelengths, which power Black Blood. Since anti-demon wavelengths
Yeah, see? This is why I told you to keep it in mind when they mentioned the silver eyes and that black box that involved how the silver eyes affect Grim. This is where it comes from. And that also makes sense where the silver eyes removed all the black blood from the black blood dress and why it turned white. This is the payoff to all that.
can cancel out Black Blood, the silver eyes should achieve a similar effect.
The silver eyes provided RWBY with minor resistance to emotional manipulation, but madness wavelengths can induce those effects to targets that have resisted such powers. RWBY was also affected by Emerald Hallucinations. Minor spelling mistake, 0 out of 10. Nem disagrees with the anti-demon wavelength and madness, though. That's Nem. He has a right to his opinion. I probably have to think more on it before. Wait, heard from Nem it's wrong since Soul Eater involves those without souls? Huh. I'd have to think more about that.
But Maka and Soul's whole story is about reaching that perfect soul resonance. Asura tried every way in the book and more to separate their wavelengths and failed. And we already talked about how much stronger he is than RWBY. Maka takes powers, cause when she rose to the occasion, RWBY didn't stand a semblance of a chance and bit the dust.
The winners are Maka Albarn and Soul Evans.
Wait, his name is Soul Evans?
Yeah, that's the secret Soul tries to hide throughout the manga.
Next time on Death Battle.
Anyways, yeah, Blade vs. Buffy is next, guys. Oh, and these are shots from the actual episode. Like, this is the Buffy actor apparently, and this is the Blade actor.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Oh, one more thing. Thank you, Monty. Indeed. All right, so, what do we think, chat? What do we think, chat? Give me your answer in donations. Silver Eyes doesn't work on being with souls. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, yeah, he's right. He's right about that. Best RWBY episode? Oh yeah, definitely. 87 out of 100, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10. $86 out of 100. Best woman versus woman episode. I'd have to come back to you on that with whether or not I like this more than Harley versus Jinx. Glad to see everyone really liked the episode. Now we're gonna listen to the track.
Remember that shining beacon on the hill, how it fell. Remember everything descending into hell.
Okay, let me get the lyrics first, and then I'll play it. Get this fucker out of my recommended. What's he doing there? We don't tolerate grifters in this household. Fuck off. Also, Nintendo Shadow dropped a new Fire Emblem mobile. What? Huh? Well, okay, anyways. Original track. Lyrics. Okay. Okay, as you can see, singers are emphasized by following typographies. Casey Lee Williams, singing for RWBY. Mireya Schultz, singing for Maka. Okay. An hour ago? Holy shit. Ow. Oh my gosh. Okay, nothing hurt me, but... Okay, I'll be playing this in the background, but I'll have the lyrics up.
Remember that shining beacon on the hill, how it fell. Remember everything descending into
Those drums, though.
Remember when hope died, standing petrified, pretending everything we knew didn't just vaporize before our eyes.
Absolutely love this. This is like... I feel like this is like modern RWBY music.
Keep moving forward.
Then we got like the chorus.
The promise we made.
Wait, no, it's not the chorus. Like the pre-chorus. Yeah.
Existence will be erased.
Those drums? Oh my gosh, I fucking love those drums. Goddess of the Moon.
Still shining down on me.
That nod to her mother, though. That's such a perfect... That's such a perfect, like, nod. Like, yeah, Raccoon Bros said it best. Absolute cinema. Anyways, yeah, it's so good. And I love that part. And now here comes Maka's verse. Yeah, I said RWBY's mom. Death itself is on my side. Bars, bars. Death the Kid mentioned. Late and I resonate. And they have her singing "This Will Be the Day." Perfect. The moon. All right. Okay, how'd my hair look last time? Yeah, absolutely amazing. If I were to put this, where I would put this in my Death Battle track rankings, Supreme. Like I put it on, like I'd say it's on par with Yes, absolutely. It's peak, I fear. And I love how it matches the choreography, too. Like, when RWBY has the advantage, you hear Casey Lee Williams. But when Maka has the advantage, you hear Mireya Schultz. Alright, now let's listen to the Adagio version. You hear it, it's Adagio edition.
Remember that shining beam.
Okay, no, this is just the one with the solo Adagio. But we can get better listen to that piano. Okay, I kind of passed it first. Yep, there it is. Yeah, the Adagio version I think is better. Yeah, fuck it, we'll listen to this again. Yeah, all the way. Why not? Why not? Wait, it is coming out, right? Oh, it is. Okay, good. Thank goodness. All right. Yes, sir. Yep, she said this will be the day in Japanese. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's why it's awesome. That's why it's awesome. Okay. So. We did not fund the goals, so Matseye, I'm unfortunately going to have to time you out for 30 minutes. For no reason.